There once was an Arctic fox that lived in a very harsh environment. The summers were warm, but not for long. Soon the temperatures would drop, and the whole area would be covered in snow. The Arctic fox would have to find food under that snow, and there was very little to eat. It was a constant struggle just to survive. And so this little fox was very, very tired of the winter. One day he was sitting in his den thinking to himself, "I wish winter would never end. There is more beauty here than in any other season. Look closer." The Arctic fox looked more closely and saw tiny little flowers pushing their way up through the snow. Beauty can be found everywhere if you just know where to look. Why don't you come with me, and I'll show you a really beautiful place? And so the Arctic fox and the wise old owl flew off together to find more beauty in the winter wonderland. They were small and the snow had made them bend over, but they were definitely there. He also saw a family of lemmings playing in the snow. The mother lemming was teaching her babies how to find food under the snow. The Arctic fox looked at the owl and then back at the white field and said, "How can you see any beauty in this? There is no life here. There is no color. Everything is white, gray, and brown. Even the sky is gray. I just want things to be green and full of life again. I'm so tired of this endless white. I wish I could just curl up here and go to sleep until summer." And as he was thinking this, a wise old owl flew past the den and heard him say it. So the owl flew down and said, "Little fox, why do you wish for winter to end? Don't you see how beautiful it is?" The owl sat down next to the little fox and said, "Little fox, you are right. This is a harsh environment, but there is still beauty to be found. Look around you." The Arctic fox looked around and saw all the different shades of the ice crystals that had formed overnight. He looked up at the sky and saw that the clouds had formed into fantastic shapes. He even saw a beautiful white feather that must have fallen off a snowy owl. "I suppose it is kind of pretty," the Arctic fox said. "That's not all," the wise old owl said. The Arctic fox was so surprised. He had never seen any flowers or animals out in the open during winter before. He looked at the wise old owl and said, "I guess I never really looked before. I guess I was just focusing on how much I didn't like winter." But you're right, there is beauty here. It's just very different than in the summer. The wise old owl hooted softly and said, "That's right, little fox.